Question 11. The thickness of the skin of a spherical balloon varies inversely with the surface area of the balloon. What would be the effect on the thickness of the skin if the radius of the balloon is doubled? So, firstly, the surface area of the sphere is represented as 4 pi r squared, and you can get this from your formula sheet. Now it's saying that the thickness of the skin varies inversely with the surface area. So that means that 4 pi r squared varies inversely. So it has to have an inverse relationship, which means this equals 1 or k on t. But for this, we're just going to put 1 because they're not asking for anything specific. They're just saying inversely, so we can just put 1. So it's saying what would be the effect on the thickness of the skin if the radius of the balloon is doubled. So it's not it's not asking if the surface area is doubled, it's just asking if the radius is doubled. So let's say let r equal 1. So if r equals 1, it's just going to be 4 times pi times 1 squared, which is 1. So 4 pi equals 1 on t. And if we rearrange this to make t the subject, because we want to see what happens with the thickness of the skin, that's what it's asking. So we'll multiply the t up and then bring the 4 pi down. T equals 1 over 4 pi. Now, let's double the radius, like it's asking. What would be the effect on the thickness of the skin if the radius of the balloon is doubled? So let's let r equal 2. So if that's the case, it's going to be 4 times pi times 2 squared, which is 4. So to simplify it, we have 4 times 4, which is 16. So 16 pi equals 1 on t. Rearrange it, t equals 1 on 16 pi. So what happens when we double the radius? Well, in order to go from 1 on 4 pi to 1 on 16 pi, we have to divide 1 on 4 pi by 4 to get 1 on 16 pi. So that's the answer, and you can also add logic into it. If we add logic into it, if you think of a balloon and when it's getting blown up, the thickness of the skin never increases, it always gets thinner. So immediately we could have cancelled B and D. And that's our final answer.